Hey, Good Life Riders, welcome back. Got a special one for you this week. As you are watching this, I am heading off to Daytona Bike Week, but we're going to talk about it a little bit here. So first off, I'm going to tell you, this is going to be a voiceover. Had some trouble with audio today, so we're just going to voice over, let you know what's going on. As you are watching this, that's a pretty cool car. As you are watching this, I am heading off to Daytona Bike Week, riding my Electra Glide Classic for the first time on a long distance ride. I've got this bike in November 2020. It is a 2006 Electra Glide Classic, and I am now heading off to Daytona Bike Week for the first time ever on a long ride, and the first time going to Daytona Bike Week since I lived there in 1997. 24 years, and I'm gonna go, and my wife and my daughter are gonna fly down, and we're gonna take in the festivities at Daytona Bike Week. So when we lived down there in 1997, we didn't take in a lot of the festivities. We just were working and doing our job like most people do. But now I wanted to go to the 80th Bike Week, since we went down there a couple years ago and kind of checked out the new Harley Davidson area. And then I've been watching some of the things going on, and we left last year from down there right as Daytona Bike Week was starting and all the pandemic was going on. But now we're heading back to take in the fun, and I'm going to take in my first super long solo, not super long, it's 1,500 miles down, 3 days, 1,500 miles. But I wanted to give you the guys the opportunity to see a little bit of that last time. In 1997, I did some videoing back then, but I wanted to give you guys the opportunity to see that, see some of the first festivities, and then I'll come back and I'll talk to you a little bit about what's going to go on when we go down this time. Enjoy! So if you remember way back in the day, camcorders were huge and the aspect ratio was square. So this is the video that we got. My wife did some videoing, and the other thing is, because those camcorders were so big, most of the time you weren't taking a camcorder like that on a motorcycle. So showed you a little bit of the beach there, and now we're driving down Maine. When we did this and went down Maine this time, my wife was wearing her bikini. She had a Stars and Stripes bikini at the time, so you'll see there's a number of guys along the side that are kind of gawking and taking pictures, and they were asking her to put the camera down. That guy did. But I always said at the time when we lived there, I always told people that would come and visit that this was one of those things that everyone should see at least once in their lifetime. The other thing, if you notice, large majority of these bikes back in that time, 1997, there aren't a lot of fairings. So there's not a lot of bagger bikes back then. You'll see a few here at the end. There's that's a BMW, I think. But most of the bikes are Dynas and lowriders, and when it comes to the Harleys at least. There was a bagger. But it's kind of interesting to see how some things have changed and other things haven't changed, as we will see in the upcoming footage that I will take when I am actually down there. I always like this post. You don't find this going on now. But the place was still packed. I'm not sure which day this probably was. It might have been Saturday, would have been my guess. Saturday before the last day in 1997. There's an Electra Glide. Everybody's checking out my wife, hanging out the door. And the other thing they did on Sunday, they had a motorcycle parade. This probably went on for, I would say at least 45 minutes to an hour. And this is over on the main side after you come up over the bridge. And it was lined up for miles of people standing alongside and watching all these bikes roll down the road. It was a pretty neat sight to see. And again, you don't see a whole lot of baggers. There's a few of them, but not as many as what we'll see this time, I believe. So hopefully you enjoyed that, and hopefully you'll enjoy this. This is the cool thing with my new 360 camera. I'll be able to get some really cool views, and I believe that I am going to take the 360 camera and run down Maine and actually upload for you this next week a 360-degree video of Main Street. So you'll be able to check out and see whatever you want to see. So here I'm talking, but my audio is all jacked up today. So I plan on making this a 3-day trip. It's about little over 1,500 miles. And I will get down there late March 8th, and I will be there March 9th through the 13th. So if you check out my social, my Instagram, I will give you updates along my route down there. And then also you can connect with me that way if you want to catch up and hang out and maybe go for a ride. So one thing I'm going to show with this is I may do, as well as Main Street, I also may do some other uploads from the 360 camera. But I'm also going to give you some of the different rides that there are in the area. I know some people have said they're not going to go because there's not much riding to do. Well, there's a lot of riding to do, but it's a little different than in comparison to Sturgis. But it should be a lot of fun riding along next to the ocean and riding in the sunny areas. I know there's the loop, and we'll ride on the loop, and we'll ride up A1A, and we'll take in some of the well-known Daytona Beach spots. So just wanted to give you that update. Oh, also wanted to let you know that Monday I am going to release my route, show you the route that I'm taking down, and also will show you the route that I'm coming back. Monday or Tuesday that'll come out. So till next time, just want to say thanks and keep the sunny side up, keep the rubber side down, and have an utterly awesome day.